Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Today, my partner and I are going to debate on the topic whether age is an important factor in a relationship or not. I am Fathini and I'm going to be on the agreeing side. And this is my partner.
Najlaa, Aina.
Okay, to begin our debate, yes, people do say that age is not important when it is in a relationship, or people will say that love transcends all, but we can't deny the fact that age is an important fact in a relationship. This is because um it will be a power imbalances and competing personal values. This can cause friction between the two partners in an age gap relationship. An elder partner, for example, may hold traditional views on relationship, while the younger holds more progressive views. It will be critical to find common ground and update your ideals so that they work for both spouses. It simply will not work in a long run if one partner holds the other captive to their superior power. This is because of uh both of them have their own egos in their relationship. So this power can range from financial status, to social status, and they shouldn't feel and someone, to be honest, one either party shouldn't feel like they are being disregarded or dominated just because of their age. So that is my first point.
While you have a point, I personally think that age is not an important factor in relationship because relationships mostly depends on maturity, not age. So according to psychology, age is not important because the emotional connection people have with others, regardless of age, and according to some experts, love has no age. But I would also like to believe that different types of relationships exist. For example, best friends or colleagues that evolve into relationships, or like neighbor relationships and other similar types. But on the other hand, I think that age must be limited to 18 since minors cannot be in relationship with a person above 18, which could lead to dangerous situations. Even age gap existed long to this day. For example, my late father, who was around 50, married my stepmom, who was like 20 above, which is 30 years difference at that time. Since age gap is a little uncommon, but no, I don't believe age is an important factor in relationships, but rather an emotional connection depending who people are in relationship with. So being in a relationship, people don't tend to look or care about age unless they are a minor, but rather look upon maturity and how they can overcome various problems in relationship. So I say that some evidence also do mention that women tend to mature more quickly than men scientifically due to the difference in biology. Since scientists believe that girls' brain can develop up to 10 years earlier, which is partially true as I would like to believe. So do you agree on that?
Um, Personally, I do agree. General, no, not personally, but on general term, I do agree that a relationship between, especially a romantic relationship, should be, between people that are above 18 years old. But are you agreeing to the fact that someone can be older than their partner by, like, I think 20 years is acceptable, but by 40 or 50 years, are you sure that that's gonna work? I mean, yeah, it's gonna work, but this let's bring this to my next point. It relates to my next point, as because if in a relationship, in a big gap relationship, I'm not saying that in a 10-year or 5 years gap, no, because that is, for me, that is some quite acceptable. But for a big gap such as 30 years or 40 years, you have to realize that your partner will age even faster than you, because obviously they are older than you. At this point in time, you may not notice that there's a big difference between you and partner in terms of looks, because in my opinion, old people look all the same no matter what age they are. I'm sorry, but with time, you will notice your partner aging much faster than you in their physical appearance. um so you must be, whether you like it or not, you must be ready to answer questions about your partner looking significantly older than you, as people might be confused whether your partner is your parent or not. Moreover, with age came various illnesses, so your partner will be prone to those three most common illnesses in old people: diabetes, high blood pressure, and also heart issues. So dealing with a partner that suffer from chronic illness could affect your mental well-being as well as your physical well-being, and it will be a very big time commitment for you. So my question, are you ready to constantly take care of someone during your prime, or doing, no, generally, are you ready to take care of someone that is older than you when you know you could do better?
For me, yes. Well, I do agree some of your points there, but I think that physical appearance, I don't think they matter much more in relationship. So despite that, when age gap relationship happens, the people tend to judge why this thing is a thing when it's actually common not only in this country but also in other countries as well, depending on their goals actually. So however, in like age gap relationships, the older party can teach the younger partner a lot of things in life, and since they can be financially stable, they would have problems with marriage or family planning. So this could be beneficial for the other partner, so they don't have to struggle financially and emotionally. But when two parties come to like agree argument or issues, maturity comes into play, not age, as mentioned before. So while maturity is important, the age of the brain is also important. Why? Because according to Nicole McCann, who is a relationship psychotherapist, our brain develops at the age of 25. So let's say if a 30 years old is dating a 24 years old, chances are that the 24-year-old uh, brain is still in development. So the relationship may or may not work out depending on the maturity instead of age. So what do you think about
Well,
that?
there's something that I can agree with it. Like you say that maturity is important, but when it comes to, for example, when you want to have kids, like of course, male men, they do have I don't think they have menopause, but after all, they can, basically they cannot still have children at even at an old age. But can you please imagine, like I said, your older partner will suffer from chronic illnesses. What if they die early before they can watch their children grow up? This is why our older generation are raised up by single parent, because basically their father are not available, not because their father abandoned them, but because their father are just old. They cannot watch their kids grow. So yeah. So yeah. I think yeah, in terms of children, there'll be a problem too when it comes to in terms of children in a relationship, basically. So what do you think about that?
I think we have a common ground on that because yeah, as someone who has actually experienced it, it's kind of saddening, but also at the same time, the single mother should be like responsible for the children, even though the other partner is gone. So, in conclusion, Age has its advantages and disadvantages in relationships. Therefore, it depends on the parties in relationship. While some can agree that age is important in relationship, but some others deny that age is important. Therefore, the points we have in the explanations and arguments have solid evidence that age may or may not be important factor in relationships. However, it is also advisable to be certain of each party's age before developing relationship to avoid dangerous situations that might involve minors. So overall, we can say that people must make an effort in relationship to achieve their goals. Therefore, age can or cannot be a factor in making the relationship works. And that is all from us. Thank you.
Thank you. That is all from us, Doctor. Thank you.